I believe that the geo-economic landscape can be completely reshaped by the relationship between Africa and Europe. Europe has been an investor on the African continent for centuries, and Africa is also investing in Europe. And so from that perspective, when I look at how this could be further shaped, there is a lot that can still be done. We spoke today about the fact that it is so important that we have the right data in place. And it is very important. But at the end of the day, it does start with ensuring that people have access to STEM skills so that they can be participants in the industry, ensuring that they can really shape the industry, the AI industry, as we move forward. And so I believe that there's an important place to be played by both of these continents. Africa represents a very wide continent of different cultures, different languages, different people. And yet it also creates an opportunity for there to be a combined effort. And I look at this through the African Continental Free Trade Area, which also looks to combine the efforts of Africa. And when we look at that together, in combination with the EU, there's a lot that can be done together. I do believe that AI can play an important role in ensuring that we have diversification of raw materials, given the fact that when we look at how we used to trade in the past, we used to trade raw materials just in their present forms. However, what we need to be looking at now and what is currently happening is ensuring that we have a lot more value addition to products. And so from that perspective, I believe that AI can be an important tool in ensuring that we are adding to the value that the African continent countries can be able to receive back by being able to export more valuable goods as opposed to just exporting just the raw materials themselves. And so I believe there's a lot of opportunity. When you look at, for instance, the jewelry industry, or even when you look at foods, there is so much potential that can really just continue to be scaled even further through just engagement between Europe and the African continent. I believe it's important that we have a lot of focus on ensuring that AI is embedded into the discussions that will be happening with respect to the AU summit that is coming up now. It is important because as we look forward, we know that AI is advancing. We need to ensure that we are having AI ethics being in place. We need to ensure that there is standardization and that in terms of regulations, that it is something that is taken seriously and is meaningful to everyone that is in place. And so ensuring that we have standards that we are all agreeable to is something that is of critical importance. And I believe that the AU and the EU can be able to play an important role in this. As chair of the Digital Transformation Task Force within the B20 of the G20, we've been focused on ensuring that we can focus on areas of importance for all of these G20 nations. And we've been very much aware of the fact that South Africa was the last Global South country to be hosting the G20. And so from a B20 perspective, we've looked at issues of ensuring that firstly, that there's enough AI skills that are imparted. And secondly, looking at the issue of AI ethics. Thirdly, we've looked at digital public infrastructure, because that is an area of importance. And then we've also looked at connectivity, because whilst we speak of these big demographics on the African continent, the reality is that where there isn't sufficient connectivity, you won't be able to ensure that you have the presence of AI. And the importance of having AI being present in many geographies is the fact that it does offer access to education, it offers access to healthcare, it offers so many potential advantages. However, there is also potential for misuse, and hence the importance of regulations and ethical use of AI as well.